right, welcome back. 2:49 in the afternoon here in downtown Anchorage, Spenard. Rishi Maharaj taking your phone calls, 274-5297, 866-610-5297. And as always, it's Eddie at KBYR for emails. I got to start reading some more emails, too. If you send me some more emails, I'm going to read more. I was thinking about that the other night. Rishi, I was thinking, I get a lot of emails, and I read them sometimes, but I don't read enough of them over the air. So I'm going to make a commitment to doing that more because, I don't know, some people don't want to call. Some people just want to email and then get their point through an email. So, hey, Rebecca, we're rejoining Rebecca Mansour from conservativeforpalin.com. Rebecca, you in your article at conservativeforpalin.com, you discuss a lady, Mary Olson, chair of the Lower Bristol Bay Advisory Committee to Fish and Game, is a resident of Igiak. She has lived for almost 40 years in the community of about 120 on the south shore of Bristol Bay. And she sees things a lot differently than Defenders of Wildlife, Representative Wade Wilson, does. Olson said she remembers when moose and caribou were plentiful in the area, but they are scarce now. Quote, I will tell you, in the last 4 or 5 years, we have wolves right in the village at night, she said. No hunting is allowed at all for caribou for the last 3 or 4 years. This is just one case, but there's proof around the state that predator control is necessary, and it just seems to me ridiculous that a senator from another state would meddle in our business. What say you?
Hey, you know what? I completely sympathize with her. I got to apologize for every Alaskan for my stupid state and my stupid senator, because this is just outrageous. For us to be meddling in an Alaskan program. But we have predator control here in California too. We got wild coyotes and all of that. I mean, this state, my state used to be what Alaska is still now. It used to be wild, free, and we used to be, more libertarian leaning. I mean,
right.
And we used to be a frontier too, and now, like a petri dish or, experiment of every, ridiculous, stupid left-wing idea. They try it out here, and then they ship it out to the rest of the country. And you can see the results of what happened in my state from all these, stupid left-wing ideas.
But you see this as a political slap in the face to Governor Palin. That's really the motivation on Feinstein's part. Is that correct?
You got it.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean? And it's also, she's throwing this to her base. I mean, for her re-election and all that, she's viewed, I mean, this is ironic, you're going to laugh at this, Eddie, but she's viewed as a moderate here.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you. I know that sounds crazy. She's viewed as the more moderate, because look at what other senators, Barbara Boxer.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, it's like you're saying that, Chairman Mao was more moderate than Stalin, So we've got, so Feinstein, this is like she's throwing this to her base, and her base is a bunch of these dumb, PETA, the animal lover, freakies.
Well, here's her base.
This to them.
Hey, here's her base. I got a couple phone calls I want to get to, but Rebecca, here's her base. Governor Palin, and I call it her President Palin, I refer to her now, in her commencement speech, said this.
Right for Alaska when the pressure mounts, because you're going to see anti-hunting, anti-Second Amendment circuses from Hollywood. And here's how they do it. They use these delicate, tiny, very talented celebrity starlets. They use Alaska as a fundraising tool for their anti-Second Amendment causes. Hollywood needs to know we eat, therefore we hunt.
I love that lady. We love that.
I think she summed it up pretty well. Let me get to the phone calls here. 274-5297. Travis, you're on with Rebecca Mansour.
Hey.
Go ahead, Travis.
Yeah, what we should do is invite her up here to live in the wilderness with us, and see what she thinks about it. Also, we need to know what our fine national Democrat from Alaska, Mr. Begich, thinks about this.
Yeah, that's an interesting.
I'm for that.
Well, that's
First off, I'm totally for sending her up there. Can we do that? Can we do that?
Hey,
I'm sorry.
That's an interesting thought. Where is the response from Senator Begich on behalf of Alaska telling Senator Feinstein to, pack sand? If that's a good point, Travis. I'm glad.
Another point I'd like to make with Mr. Begich is he needs to man up, and if they want him to sign bills, he needs to say release Anwar back to the state of Alaska before I sign anything else.
I would agree. That's good stuff, Travis. Yeah, where is Senator Begich on addressing and kind of manning up Feinstein? That's good stuff. Let's go to Kurt on line 274-5297. Kurt, you're up with Rebecca Mansour.
Hey, Rebecca, you're from California, huh?
Yep, I'm sorry about that.
A friend of mine just drove through there last week, and he went through San Juan Key Valley. Is that anyway?
Mm-hmm.
Where they closed down the farmers from having water because of the stupid little minnow.
That's right. Yep.
Anyway, he said that the place looks like a ghost town. He said there's big signs that the farmers put, up signs about no food, but we're saving the minnow, and the trees down there are dying like crazy. The place looks like a fire went through there.
Yeah.
It's just so shameful. You're absolutely right. The left in my state has just destroyed California. They have destroyed my state.
Rebecca.
And Eddie.
Yeah.
If you're talking about Begich, he can't do nothing unless he gets permission from Schumer, because Schumer bought and paid for him.
Yeah, there's Schumer and Reed.
Well, mostly Schumer. They're the ones that sent that sandbagger up there. What was his name?
What was that guy's name? Well, anyways, hey, Kurt,
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Let me get out of here. Hey, listen, Rebecca. Here's just a kind of another thought I had. I was listening to the radio coming in the news, and they talked about how Schwarzenegger's polls ratings are down to like 24-25% and all. And I'm thinking, I'm going, here's a guy who tried to do these initiatives to bring down the cost of government, and I'm not a huge fan of Schwarzenegger's politically anyways, but here's a guy who tried to control some of that. They told him no, they slapped him in the face, and then now the public's holding him accountable for this fiscal demise of their state. How do you see that?
Well,
did he try to hold government down?
No, I don't think he did. No, okay. I don't think he did. I think you give him way too much credit. I don't think he did enough. Okay. I think that he wasted a lot of money, too. I mean, he got us bonded for things that we didn't need.
Right.
So, no, he governed as a moderate, and he was just a Democrat. He was the epitome of a rhino. He's not a conservative. He's certainly not a fiscal conservative.
Right.
So he thought, he hoodwinked us all. He really disappointed us all, and it's sad. All
right, let me go to line 3 and talk to Angela Briggs, SecondAmendmentSisters.org. Angela, how you doing, young lady?
I'm doing very well. I'm glad you got Rebecca on again.
Yeah, thank you. Go ahead.
I make sure I have Conservatives for Palin bookmarked, and I read it often. So, yeah. Don't forget about the Second Amendment. We'll have a booth at the gun show this weekend, 10 to 5 both days, Saturday and Sunday.
Thank you. 10 to 5, Saturday and Sunday this weekend. All right.
Yeah, a lot of us Alaskan hunters will be there, I'm sure.
Absolutely. We'll all be supporting the Second Amendment this weekend. That's for sure. Thank you, Angela. Right. Let's go to line 1 and talk to Carol. Carol, you're on with Rebecca Mansour.
Hi, Eddie. Hi, Rebecca. I'm from California, so I saw the light and moved up here, and I get a lot of reaction from the people I know in California. The liberals don't want to hear the truth. They say, what about Sarah? And when I tell them, they don't want to hear it. Or when they ask me about wolf predation control, they don't want to hear the truth. They just have their little agenda that they want to hear supported. So to me, that's one of the problems with being a conservative is I'm not going to get in someone's face. I'm going to tell them the truth. But that's I appreciate having a place like your conservativesforsarah.com or Palin, and to read about things that I agree with.
Yeah.
And that.
All right, Carol, thank you so much. I'm short on time
Thank
here.
you so much.
Top of the hour break. It's a hard computer break. Rebecca, as always, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Eddie. Have a good one.
All right, bye-bye, folks.
Bye-bye.
Yeah,